the cursor blinked. On and off, on and off. It was not just a line on a screen. It was a mocking heartbeat. It was a rhythmic reminder that Mochi had exactly 0 ideas and less than 3 hours to submit her project. The room was quiet, save for the hum of a laptop fan that sounded suspiciously like a jet engine preparing for takeoff. Mochi sat there, buried inside a hoodie that was 3 sizes too big for her. She looked less like a powerful creative witch and more like a pile of laundry that had gained sentience. Her wand, which was actually just a very expensive stylus, lay forgotten under a mountain of sticky notes. Then came the sound. It started as a tiny scratch, then a squeak, then a sharp poke right in the ribs. Mochi sighed, a sound that came from the depths of her soul. She did not need to turn around to know who it was. The deadline demon had arrived. Now, contrary to popular belief, the deadline demon is not a towering beast of shadow and flame. That would be too dignified. No, the deadline demon is the size of a stapler. He is bright red, round, and possesses a voice that sounds like a balloon being rubbed against a window. Not yet, not yet, not yet, the little red imp chanted, jumping up and down on Mochi's shoulder. He poked her cheek with a tiny, pitchfork-shaped tail. Are we done yet? Why are we not done? Look at the time. Look at it. Tick-tock. Mochi groaned and tried to swat him away, but the demon was agile. He bounced off her head and landed on the escape key. Hurry up! Hurry up! Panic now. Panic makes you productive. That was the last straw. Mochi's eyes, usually tired and droopy, suddenly sparked with a dangerous violet light. If she could not work harder, she would work smarter. Or at least, she would use magic to cheat. She grabbed her favorite ceramic mug, the one shaped like a cauldron, and slammed it onto her desk. Fine. You want speed? I will give you speed, Mochi muttered, her voice trembling with caffeine withdrawal and sheer desperation. She began to toss ingredients into the mug with reckless abandon. First, a splash of liquid espresso. Then, the dried tears of a writer who scrapped a draft. Next, a handful of sugar sparks to simulate the rush of a brilliant idea. The mixture began to bubble, glowing a fierce neon green. It hissed and popped, smelling like electricity and burnt caramel. The deadline demon stopped bouncing. He looked at the bubbling mug with concern. Even he knew that safety regulations were being violated. More. Needs more power, Mochi growled. She reached blindly for the shelf above her desk. Her fingers brushed against 2 bottles. One was labeled Lightning Zest, guaranteed to make you type at the speed of sound. The other was Lazy Cat Essence, a concentrated syrup of afternoon naps and sunbeams. In her frenzy, Mochi did not check the label. She grabbed the bottle with the cute pink stopper. Faster! Faster! The demon shrieked, sensing impending doom. Mochi popped the cork and poured the entire bottle into the mug. For a second, there was silence. The bubbling stopped. The neon green light faded. Then, a soft, pink smoke erupted from the mug with a sound like a giant, comfortable pillow landing on a bed. Poof. The smoke did not smell like electricity anymore. It smelled like warm milk and vanilla cookies. It expanded instantly, filling the small room, wrapping around Mochi and the shrieking demon. Wait, this is not speed, the demon tried to yell, but his voice was getting slower, lower, slower. Wait, Mochi tried to type, but her hands felt heavy. Not heavy like lead, but heavy like dough. Her vision blurred, not with fatigue, but with an overwhelming sense of coziness. She looked down at her hands. They were no longer hands. They were melting. Her hoodie merged with her form, her sharp edges softened. Within seconds, the powerful creative witch Mochi had transformed into a round, squishy blob, a slime. A perfect, soft, pastel-colored mound of relaxation. She slid down from her chair and landed on the desk with a satisfying splat. The deadline demon tried to maintain his rage. He raised his tiny pitchfork, but the pink smoke had gotten to him too. His bright red anger faded into a soft, sleepy orange. His spikes retracted. His legs gave way. He flopped over, transforming from a demon of anxiety into a fluffy, round ball of fur. He rolled across the desk and bumped into Mochi, the slime. "Work?" he mumbled, but it came out as a soft purr. Mochi, now just a happy puddle of existence, did not answer. The cursor on the screen was still blinking, but it no longer looked mocking. It looked like it was keeping time for their breathing. The project was late. The deadline was missed. But as the two former enemies snored softly amidst the scattered papers and the smell of vanilla, it became very clear that this was exactly the kind of magic that was needed. Sometimes, you do not need a speed potion. You just need to turn into a blob and do absolutely nothing.